don't see a difference. Booba squish? Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that. Bro, I was like looking at details in the back and stuff. Oh.
I miss you too. I miss you too. She became huge, didn't she?
Okay, that's pretty adorable.
Okay, now I'm gonna completely fill this with water. So I'll screw it on under the water so we don't get any air gaps in there. What I'm going to be doing is filling the steel container completely full with water and then completely freezing it solid and seeing if it actually breaks the steel or it's able to contain it inside. Okay, there we go. If you remember, when water turns from a liquid to a solid, it expands by about 10% volume. But the question is, what if you have a container that doesn't expand at all? Will the water just stay a liquid, or can it still turn into a solid if you don't let it expand?
I would be so scared this is gonna explode in my face.
Just when I thought it was gonna start reaching the freezing point, I put a shield in front of myself, and as soon as I put the shield in front of it, this happened.
Oh my god, bro.
This happened because freezing water can exert around 2,000 atmospheres of pressure. So it wasn't even frozen all the way inside. You can see the outer edge is coated with ice, and then it just popped off the top here, so the liquid water shot out of it.
You built a bomb, that's what happened. Yup.
Hey babe, what do you want for lunch?
Oof, a cheeseburger.
All right.
Actually, no, a toasty.
Okay, I can do that.
Fuck's a toasty. Toasty is a British grilled cheese? I've never heard of a toasty. The only toasty I know, toasty, in Mortal Kombat. So far though, toasty is looking pretty good. What? What?
Babe? Yeah.
Bro, that looks awesome.
Cheeseburger toasty.
Thanks, love. Perfect. Yum.
Dude, that looks so good. Nagzz looks hungry. I am very hungry. Dude, that looked awesome.
Titty's so small, I felt gay watching her take her bra off.
Okay, stop.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not fair. Uber be having you outside looking like a prostitute. Walking up to the car like, James?
Go, baby!
That's so
Fuck! Bro, it's jarring!
James?
Bro.
the passy.
Oh, Uber had me out there at like 3 a.m. the other day, livid. Running around looking for it, bro.
No.
And then when you get in it, I'm just like, you know when you pull the door and they look and then just roll down the window. Made me look like a whore. I'm there like, for James?
For James?
And they're like, yeah,
And you just hear it again.
I'll hop in the back. Oh, that's disgusting.
When do you want to meet up? How about next week? Let's get to know each other first, QE. Ha ha ha. Okay, what do you want to know? What's your favorite sport? Soccer. Ask me a question. Does it squirt? Hello?
What the fuck? Oh, we got the death row.
I'm ranking
In
every
Nate
death
meals.
row final meal request to find out which one's the greatest of all time.
The last one we saw was actually really good.
We are taking a look at the selection of Juanita the Duchess Spinelli. In 1940 San Francisco, Spinelli was a gang leader who was known to pick up young homeless men off the streets. And in exchange for housing and feeding them, Spinelli would have these boys train under her to become professional criminals. And eventually, Spinelli had two of her proteges, Albert Ives and Robert Sherrod, perform a robbery in which they ended up shooting and killing a man. But because Spinelli feared Sherrod would confess this to the police, she proceeded to poison him, have the gang beat him while he was unconscious, and threw him over a bridge. But fearing the same would happen to him, Ives escaped and confessed to the police himself. And when Spinelli was finally caught, she was sentenced to death by asphyxiation gas. For her final meal, Spinelli requested turkey meat and a hamburger. In my opinion, this meal is a bit below average in basically every regard. I'm placing this meal in C.
Kind of mid meal, but damn, what a backstory.
This guy steals the $700,000 baseball one day, except it was an accident, and what he did next blew everyone's mind. You see, this guy, Richard Arndt, was working at a stadium when a player named Hank Aaron hit his 755th home run straight to him. Now, since 755 was the most home runs hit by any player ever, Richard wanted to return this ball to Hank. But when he tried to after the game, he was simply told that Hank was busy. A manager then offered Richard some cheap collectibles in exchange for the ball. But since Richard thought this wasn't a fair deal, he declined.
That's not a fair deal. So when there's milestones in baseball, like say like Ohtani's record-breaking home run, or like Alex Rodriguez's 3,000th hit, things like that, you have an option when you have that ball. You could either give it back to the player, to the staff, which will go then in for in the museum for history, etc., to the player, or you could hold on to it. And a lot of people choose to hold on to it. What they'll try to do for these type of balls is they'll try to offer you like a signed bat and this and that, and hey, give us the ball. And a lot of people, some people do it, some people were like, no, I want money. It really all depends on the person. If it was anything, I'm going to be honest, I'm a fan of baseball. I love baseball. If it was anybody with the Mets, I would probably do this. I don't want to take away, because of the love I have for baseball, I don't want to take away. Listen, that's a lot of money, bro. Some of the money is crazy. I would hold on to the ball, and I want the team to put up a good amount of money for a specific charity, because I'm not letting them just give me a couple of things and they get the ball. I want them to put up like maybe $100K for a certain charity, and I want to be there for the signing and meet my favorite player, and I'll hand the ball to them, something like that, or to the player that I got it from, or whatever the case. I want to hand it to them, and I want the team to put up money for a charity. I want them to pay. I don't feel right, because of being such a fan of the game of baseball and what it's given to me. I don't think it's right, even with the crazy money that you get. I just don't feel that's right, because baseball has treated me very well. I have so many memories that are priceless. Way more growing up with my grandfather and my family going to these games that baseball has brought. Those memories are priceless that, I'm going to die with. But I know how much these baseball teams and players make. I want them to pay, and I would probably do it to a charity. That's what I would do. Plus, I get to meet the player and give them the ball.
Shocked though, the very next day, he was suddenly told that he had been fired for stealing that ball. So Richard soon found a new job and moved on with his life. But little did anyone know, Richard's ball would end up being the last home run ball of Hank's entire career, since he got injured soon later. That made it suddenly worth a fortune. But Richard cleverly turned down offers even up to $100,000, making Hank insanely frustrated. What Richard did instead was show up to one of Hank's autograph sessions, and he secretly got this iconic ball signed, pretending that it was just another random ball. Richard later sold this ball for $625,000, and even donated 25% to Hank's charity foundation afterwards.
Heck yeah. What a giga Chad. Made money and gave it a charity. Honestly, what a move.
Meet one of the most unique animals in the world, manatee. Also known as sea cows, manatees are large aquatic mammals that can measure up to 4 meters or 13.1 feet and weigh up to 590 kilograms or 1,300 pounds. Despite their massive bulk, they are graceful swimmers using their strong paddle-shaped tails. Manatees typically glide along at 5 miles per hour.
These are the ones I always grew up learning about, that they swim to the top, right? And the boats would cut their backs, like these speedboats. This is them, right? I remember learning that as a kid, and it always stuck in my head, and I felt so bad. I remember learning it when I was like 7.
8 kilometers per hour, but they can swim up to 15 miles per hour, or 24 kilometers per hour, in short bursts. There are 3 species of manatee: the West Indian manatee, which ranges along the North American east coast, from Florida to Brazil, the Amazonian manatee, which inhabit the Amazon River, and the African manatee, found in west coast and rivers of Africa. They are herbivorous, and eat over 60 different freshwater and saltwater plants. Unfortunately, their numbers declined tremendously throughout the last century, mostly from overhunting and habitat destruction.
Damn. Oh. Whoa. Bro, in the tornado game we played, I was scared in the game to even be this close. I dropped my little probe and run. This dude, IRL, is standing here filming. The balls of steel on this dude. That's so scary.
It was like instant. Okay, all right, just don't use all your flash, Tortellini, please. Not all of them. Nice. Okay. Okay. Good heal. Okay. All right. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. We regain all of our stamina. Come on. Now we just need to like attack and do like proper damage. Okay. Come on, hit again. Good heal. What? Dude. Okay. What
Oh,
house?
how much damage
Yes!
is he doing?
Please. Yes. Please. Good heals. Please. Oh, oh, please. Yes. That's my goldfish. Let's go. Oh my God.
So with the goldfish swimming, there's different letters, and I'm guessing for different moves, like for different buttons, right? For where it's swimming. It was doing so much damage.
Rank these 6 foods, but you can't change.
Corn dog goes to number 3. Chicken tenders? 4. Caramel
5.
popcorn? You talk about the Cracker Jacks? Because them Cracker Jacks is good. I gotta put it 5 though.
1.
Burritos is a solid number 2, so we have 6 and 1 left, right?
I would put the burritos at 1.
Mac and cheese? No, I can't put it at 1, but the only remaining spot is
Burrito?
6.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
no,
to do
2.
something I don't want to
No!
do right now. And I'm unfortunately gonna have to put mac and cheese in 6. I never thought I would have to do this, but I have to put it in 6 because I can't put it at 1.
Bro, if I would have won it, I have the burritos at 1 and mac and cheese would be 2 then.
Next thing is gonna be good at number 1. Watch. No! You know why onion rings suck? I'm gonna tell you why onion rings suck. Because the first bite you take of an onion ring, 85% of the time, the whole onion comes out and you're just left with the crust. That's why I don't mess with it.
Honestly, he's right, though. Yeah, sometimes, like, if I'm out to eat with doing it, I have to then use my fork. I'll, like, grab my fork and, like, grab everything together and eat it like that. It's true. You know, like, I'll bite into it and then, like, the thing's wrapping out and it, like, not crumbles to dust, but, like, it gets all broken up. I've never had one where I could bite and it stays in my hand where I'm holding it and I bite. I've never had that, bro.
Foods you've been eating wrong, part 420. Onion rings. Look at the onion ring, see the onion ring. Most people eat onion rings like this. They'll take a singular bite. No, we're not about that life. It's 2021, people. What you're gonna do, take the bite. Once you take the bite, you're gonna peel the onion out.
Okay. No, I can't watch anymore. I'm with you guys. I am out.
I can't let you be. I'm never gonna stop. Chips and pizza, baby. I'm at the fucking law. Pepperoni pizza and chicken vindaloo. I'm a big fat bastard and I love my fucking food.
I love shit like this. EU gang translate. I mean, I guess I could do it. Fat, they love their food and they never watch some football. Based, in my opinion.
Look at this. I saw this tweet yesterday. Gamers, the guy who never bathes and used a moldering rat carcass as an alarm clock is making a lot of sense. This has 6,000 likes. I am now the one who will not be named. Everybody knows that it's me. That's crazy. That's I'm Baltimore. Yes, it's crazy to me that this is happening. How has this happened to me? As I've said before, I never thought it would get this far. I always thought like, oh, I'd make videos and people will watch the videos. But like, I've got people that are just like, all they need to do is describe me just a little bit. And it's like, oh, everybody knows who that is.
That's like some Heisenberg shit. You know who I am. Say my name.
It's so boring.
How does that work? Where does that expression come from? It doesn't make any sense.
Make it stop.
It doesn't make sense. Life doesn't make sense. Wade, look at me. You're a fierce warrior. Happy-go-lucky guy.
Survive.